Have you ever wondered why owning a home in Australia seems increasingly out of reach for many? Today, we delve into the dark side of Australia's housing crisis and uncover the factors driving this alarming trend. Australia's housing market has long been a topic of concern, with skyrocketing prices and decreasing affordability. The dream of home ownership is slipping away for many Australians, replaced by the harsh reality of rising rents and unaffordable housing. But what exactly is fueling this crisis? The roots of the housing crisis can be traced back to several key factors. Firstly, demand for housing has consistently outstripped supply. Rapid population growth, driven by both natural increase and immigration, has put immense pressure on the housing market. Despite efforts to build more homes, the pace of construction has not kept up with the surge in demand, leading to a significant shortage of affordable housing. Secondly, property speculation and investment have exacerbated the problem. Australia's housing market has become a lucrative playground for investors, both domestic and foreign. Favorable tax policies, such as negative gearing and capital gains tax discounts, have incentivized property investment, driving up prices and making it harder for first-time buyers to enter the market. The role of government policies cannot be overlooked. While intended to stimulate the economy and increase housing supply, policies such as generous first home buyer grants and stamp duty exemptions have often had the unintended consequence of inflating house prices further. Additionally, restrictive zoning laws and planning regulations have limited the availability of land for new developments, constraining housing supply and contributing to higher prices. Another critical factor is the increasing wealth gap. As the rich get richer, they are able to invest in multiple properties, driving up demand and prices. Meanwhile, low and middle-income Australians are left struggling to save for a deposit or pay ever-increasing rents. This growing inequality has made home ownership an unattainable dream for many, exacerbating social and economic divides. The impact of the housing crisis on Australians is profound. Young people in particular are bearing the brunt of this crisis. Many are forced to live with their parents well into adulthood, unable to afford their own place. Renting has become the norm for a significant portion of the population, with long-term renting replacing homeownership as a way of life for many. This lack of stability can have far-reaching consequences, affecting mental health, family life, and even career prospects. Additionally, the housing crisis has led to increased homelessness. As rents rise and affordable housing becomes scarce, more people find themselves without a permanent place to live. This issue is especially acute in major cities like Sydney and Melbourne, where housing costs are highest. So what can be done to address this crisis? Solutions must be multifaceted, tackling both the demand and supply sides of the equation. Increasing the supply of affordable housing is crucial. This can be achieved through government investment in social and affordable housing projects, as well as incentivizing private developers to build more affordable homes. Reforming zoning laws and planning regulations to allow for more high-density and mixed-use developments can also help alleviate supply constraints. On the demand side, policy reforms are needed to discourage property speculation and investment-driven price inflation. Revisiting tax policies like negative gearing and capital gains tax discounts, as well as implementing measures to curb foreign investment in residential properties, could help cool the market and make housing more accessible for first-time buyers. Furthermore, addressing the wealth gap through policies aimed at increasing wages and improving economic equality can help more Australians achieve the dream of homeownership. Social safety nets and support services for those at risk of homelessness are also essential to ensure that everyone has a stable and secure place to live. To summarize, Australia's housing crisis is a complex and multifaceted issue, driven by a combination of supply constraints, speculative investment, government policies, and increasing inequality. Addressing this crisis requires bold and innovative solutions that tackle the root causes and provide pathways to affordable housing for all Australians.